No more than 10 people allowed at funerals, Boris had said, as I recall, to prevent the spread of the virus. 10 people. If only. I'd learned of the sad passing away of my dear old friend via the powers of Facebook. No text message, no phone call, Facebook, of all places. And that came from another friend of hers, not family. And the day before the funeral. Must have been only 4 weeks earlier, I was having lunch with her. She wasn't in great shape, but she was happy. And so optimistic about the future. That day I'd driven to the flat to collect her before we headed up to a favourite pub of hers. Arriving at the flat, I'd entered the hall and after studying its lay, carefully navigated my way over the snake-like coiling of pipe that connected her at a chair in the lounge to the box of life-giving elixir, buzzing away loudly in the spare room, the oxygen supply. The oxygen passed along that seemingly never-ending length of pipe in the hallway, through into the living room, continuing the coils across the floor until it eventually ascended up the chair to its final destination, clamped to the nose to supply those weak, scarred lungs of hers with life. Nothing else in there provided any clue she was even a poorly lady. It was awful watching her struggle to breathe. Her face would be almost bloodshot from the gasping to get oxygen in. The flat was a pride and joy. That flat, one of those care scheme ones, with the nurses and hairdressers. From the flat, floor-to-ceiling windows gave spectacular views of rolling hills which changed with the seasons. We'd eaten warm meat and potato pies there. She got them from the bakery down the road, wheeled down on a scooter to get us 2 each. They were a favourite of hers. Oh, that flat made her so happy. The message from the family? I say that very loosely indeed, because as far as she was concerned when she was alive, she'd say, I have no family, they're dead to me. The message was, no one is to attend the funeral. This was a strict instruction, no explanation, no apology. All due to COVID, of course, but to have no one there at all. The old girl had been a social butterfly all her life and had friends everywhere. There was no way I was letting her depart from this world without at least bowing my head at the entrance to the chapel. After a few calls, one of them to a very, very distant next of kin, I got the information I needed. I was going to pay my respects. I am. At 2:30 today, I'll be outside that chapel. And the moment I spot the slow-moving hearse bearing her rested body, I'll bow my head and show that great lady just how much she meant to everyone she came into contact with.